Hello, everyone, and welcome to the masterclass, AI SAAS masterclass on building an AI SaaS business. Now, we spoke a little bit about SaaS in the past video, but it ended up becoming something else, right? So, if you haven't seen it, just go ahead and see it. And this presentation is a summary of a video that provides a full guide of the opportunity that presents and the process and the tools needed to create a successful AI-powered product. Ideally, depends on what your definition of success is. Okay, gotta put it out there first. Disclaimer. First, check your definition of success. Then come up in this and consider this masterclass. Now, you're gonna ask yourself, where did you get this information from, Eli? Like, how do you know all this stuff? Obviously, I got my sources. I'm not gonna divulge that as secret sources. And I got a pigeon that comes and speaks with me every now and then. It's very persuasive. Anyways, what is a AI SaaS? Traditional SaaS improves the information layer. In the AI SaaS, not only improves the information layer but automates the action layer. And then the future of the AI, likely the part where you all kind of like to trip, same as you trip on politics and football. For some reason, you all know football and politics. Yeah, let's define first what is a AI SaaS, right? A traditional SaaS like HubSpot, for example, improves the information layer to help user makes decision faster. But an AI SaaS goes a step further by using AI not only to improve information, but also to take over the action layer. So that means basically it's automating tasks that will normally require human effort. So now you ain't doing it yourself anymore. Don't just get the information, but the man is doing it for you. Well, the AI is doing it for you. So this is like having an Indian guy in your closet, basically, right? Sitting on a computer and doing it for you, while your lazy ass is pretending that knows golf or something, right? Stuff like that. By the way, if you are into golf and you're not Tiger Woods, I don't know what you're doing with your life. All right. Anyways, looking ahead, the future will likely see AI taking over. Okay, they're all taking over. That's it. You're done, and you're all going to live on universal credit. Okay, with the bare minimum, and expect the pay to come in and whatever. Not just like that. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. The video that I use where I got this information from, right? Which I will leave down in the description. Says that suggests that AI SaaS should be priced based on the outcome it provides, rather than traditional seat-based models. By the way, I got an idea about this, right? We clearly need to restructure and rethink the way we're going to charge people, especially with the way I like how fast AI builds features, because I feel like we're still using the old system that is not really is not anchored to the reality anymore, right? Because it used to be hard to build a future, so people would be like, oh, look how many futures we have. They will flex the futures onto you. But then you realize we don't need all that features. Why do we pay a subscription for all these features when we don't even need them, right? So here comes my idea. By the way, mention me if you use it. Uh, what you have to do is to basically create a system where you charge people for what they use, what kind of features. So then you allow them to add on their bills whatever features they use, instead of you offering them 100 features and make it look like, oh, you got so much stuff, for the £10, but then they don't never use 90 of those features. So then allow them to add on a list whatever features they need, and yeah, create like a pool of features, and then just let them drag and drop them, stuff like that, and charge them for that. And if they don't need some of the features, let them take them out and add whatever new features are on the stock or stuff like that, right? Makes a lot more sense than that. This weird system that you're always gonna suck on their wallets every monthly, you know every month you run the cycle. Can we all stop this nonsense? It's just madness. They're all just gonna put um, empty credit cards on the fucking system. They're never gonna get paid. Why don't you create a system that makes sense instead of an abuse, one that can be abused and all that? Anyways, this night. So, how do you find an idea for AI SaaS? God knows. Obviously, the video here recommends a problem market solution framework. You look at the market, you find a solution, and you work on it. Wrong. Don't do it. I'm just joking. Obviously, that could do it. Start by identify a significant problem you face in your professional life. No, not you. You do not face no fucking professional. You don't work. You don't spend your money on things that you face. Who are you? Who knows you? What are you doing? Get out of here. You're talking about what sells. You're talking about influence, people that have a sphere of influence. Talking about people that are doing it for a living every single day, and there's a large amount of them. And you like trying to convince them, I got the sauce. Here is, click this button, and it's gonna get it done for you. That's what you're talking about. You don't build stuff because you think there's a problem because that's nonsense. Anyway, AI automation agency first. You become an AI automation agency first. This allows you to get paid to solve real world problems for clients, which in turn helps you discover the most pressing needs and viable product ideas. Uh, Another thing here, so then what? You're gonna sell ideas to others. If you are in the trenches, right, into on the battlefield, you understand exactly what it needs, what is required. So then you're going to build applications. I don't know about that. I mean, sure, can definitely make money. Can definitely try that, but uh, for some reason, we're going to talk about AI automation later, right? But the agency part of it is just that doesn't connect for me. Obviously, I do understand that it makes a lot of sense for a lot of people, and a lot of people making a lot of money out of it. But for me, it's like a middle, like the guy in the middle, and I'm more into production. I'm more like helping the production, to be part of the production. The guys that create something, right? To work on the creation part for the consumers. So more focus on that. And when you could talk about agencies, this guy that they just connect dots, they, which is helpful, you can use them. I'm not saying no, but yeah, if you think about it, you don't necessarily need them. You only need them if you really want to do things faster, and they know how to do it faster, that's for sure. And you're not willing to put in the work to find out your ways, the ways yourself, right? So, tools and infrastructure. Uh, yeah, for those without a coding background, the no-code tools, right, maintain a fast product iteration loop, and you can use NA8, for example, and you can create one of these workflows, and you can use it to automate your SAAS. For those who are more technical, a local or retool, or you can use custom code with tools like Cloud Code. Anyways, designing a good AI product. This is what I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong slide. So, yeah, for those using a back, for those. Anyways, we talk about this, bro. These are tools you can use to actually create this AI automation tools. Design a good AI product. Finally, to avoid competing, by the way, ChatGPT created their own AI agent, and I didn't hear a lot of noise out after they did that. Probably people don't really find it so useful, so interesting. Uh, but in order to avoid competing with the general purpose tools like ChatGPT, you should focus on its limitation, and effective AI products should have a strong human in the loop component where the AI acts as a generator and the human acts as a verifier. You should also break down complex tasks into smaller, more granular automations and design a simple user interface that relies on clicking and choosing rather than extensive typing. Uh, it's so annoying to have a system where you have to speak with an agent and he will give you so long to talk about it. I'm dreaming about creating these systems where you just click a button and the job is getting done. They know already, you obviously you work to set it up at the beginning, which you could pay for somebody else, then you still have to do it, and then you click a button and things are getting done for you. And obviously the human in the loop makes sense because you don't want people to get so lazy to the point of clicking a button and have everything done for them, but putting their brain to work a little bit. But on the same time, you know, you want to have specialized people, people that they know what they're doing. You don't want no idiots putting their fingers in the pie, right? You want to know what they're doing. So, yeah, once if they ruin anything around it, then it's a trouble. You have to call in an engineer. You have to call the agency, whatever whoever created this thing, because you don't know what to do. So yeah, human in the loop to the point of having somebody that's hired and is specialized in that makes a lot of sense, and most of the time it should be a simple interface I feel like we're spending um, time on developing interfaces that are human uh, focused, right? Because we have the eyes and we can see, so then they're all looking beautiful, and you have a lot of buttons and you move in a cursor. But now, because the AI does a lot of stuff for you, and then you don't need all that, to be honest. All you need is just a couple of buttons, and just give the command, you know, and you don't even have to talk too much, because if you think about it, the more input you add into it, right? Unless you have to talk, you don't have to, right? Because the system is built already. So all it needs basically is just um, the command that comes with a certain prompt, right? That is engineered to give a certain result. It's like a blueprint at the end of the day, right? You put that blueprint in, it processes the information, and it gives you a mold or something like basically it's like a mold, right? Where you pull out an already create, it's a product, right? Whatever the AI gives, it's a product, right? That's been processed, it's been passed through the furnace, let's say like that. So um, you use that basically, and you could pass that again in another mold and in another mold, and they create a product that it's you can consider a finished product, right? And that's about it. That's what it does. So then all you want basically is to verify if the quality is good, and if it's good, then you pass it through and you move it on and you move it on and you push another button, and that's pretty much it. That's the system. So you don't need all that reading and understanding all of that, right? Especially as a normal user, you don't want all of that stress. That's why your hair is falling, because you're stressing too much on the wrong things. Anyways, that's pretty much it. So I guess the difference between a normal SAAS, which was amazing, right? So till now, is that the AI is it's able to actually get things done for you, and it will be to the point of doing it so fast that, and you wouldn't want to do it anymore. It would be, you know what? Let me just click a click a button and that's it. Push a button and that's it. I don't need to do all that. And the productivity will be so much faster, 100x times. And then when you produce a lot more, then you'll have somebody has to consume it, I guess. But that's another speech, right? Anyways, thank you very much for watching.